Hello everyone, welcome to Score High. I'm Arshita Agarwal and in a current affairs analysis series, today we'll be discussing about e-cigarettes and the prohibition of electronic cigarettes bill 2019 which was passed in Lok Sabha recently. तो हम e-cigarettes और इस बिल के बारे में डेप्थ में रिसर्च करेंगे. ये पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक आता है सोशल इश्यूज and justice. Now let's see what is the news first. So Lok Sabha has passed a bill, that is Prohibition of Electronic Cigarettes Bill 2019, that seeks a prohibition of e-cigarettes in India, calling the ban as a preemptive strike on the hazardous addiction. तो लोक सभा ने ये बिल पास किया है ई-सिगरेट्स को इंडिया में प्रोहिबिट करने के लिए. This bill has been brought in to replace the ordinance which was issued on September 2018. The ordinance is Prohibition of Electronic Cigarettes, Production, Manufacture, Import, Export, Transport, Sale, Distribution, Storage and Advertisement Ordinance 2019. तो ये बिल इस पर्टिकुलर ऑर्डिनेंस को रिप्लेस करने के लिए लाया गया है. Now first we'll be discussing about the bill, certain features about the bill. Now this bill has replaced Prohibition of Electronic Cigarettes Ordinance 2019. Then under this bill, it makes manufacturing, production, import, export, distribution, transport, sale, storage or advertisements of e-cigarettes and similar devices a cognizable offense. तो इस पर्टिकुलर बिल के अंदर प्रोड्यूस करना, मैन्युफैक्चर करना, इंपोर्ट या एक्सपोर्ट करना, डिस्ट्रीब्यूट, ट्रांसपोर्ट, इवन स्टोर करना भी, एडवर्टाइज करना, इन सब में भी पनिशमेंट मिल सकती है अंडर द बिल. नो और सिमिलर डिवाइसेस रखने पे भी. Now the first time violators they can be sentenced for up to 1 year imprisonment and a fine of up to 1 lakh. जो फर्स्ट टाइम वायलेट करेंगे उनको 1 साल और 1 लाख. Subsequent offense would attract up to 3 years jail term or a maximum fine of 5 lakh or both. फिर से किया तो 3 साल की जेल टर्म हो सकती है और मैक्सिमम फाइन हो सकता है 5 लाख का या दोनों हो सकता है. अगर स्टोर किया तो 6 months जेल में और फाइन ऑफ 50,000 और बोथ. And under the bill, it empowers enforcement officials to carry out searches and seize the banned product. तो enforcement officials search भी carry out कर सकती है. Now first we'll be discussing about e-cigarettes and then what are the reasons behind the ban and what are the reasons against it. So e-cigarettes, they are the most common form of Electronic Nicotine Delivery Systems, that is ENDS. उसका most common form है. The e-cigarettes may be manufactured to look like tobacco-free traditional cigarettes and are marketed as tobacco-free nicotine delivery services. तो ट्रेडिशनल सिगरेट्स की तरह दिखते हैं. ये देखिए ट्रेडिशनल सिगरेट्स की तरह दिखते हैं और इनको मार्केट ऐसे किया जाता है कि निकोटीन फ्री है. The device, it contains nicotine and flavors in the form of liquid, which is primarily composed of solvents such as glycerol and or propylene glycol. तो डिवाइस में निकोटीन होता है और सर के फ्लेवर्स होते हैं. Now instead of burning tobacco which is in traditional cigarettes and e-cigarette, it produces aerosol by heating a solution containing nicotine among other things. तो बेसिकली क्या करता है, सोल्यूशन हीट करता है जिसमें निकोटीन होता है और भी चीजें होती हैं. Now the aerosol containing a suspension of fine particles and gases, it stimulates cigarette smoke. Following a puff, the aerosol is delivered to the user's mouth and lungs and the rest is exhaled. Now the e-cigarettes, they do not contain harmful chemicals which are associated with smoking tobacco cigarettes such as carbon monoxide and tar. So they do not contain carbon monoxide and tar. So basically इसमें क्या होता है, it provides nicotine through an aerosol instead through smoke. Now puffing on the mouthpiece, इस पे अगर puff करेंगे इस पे of the cartridge, it activates a battery powered device. So this is activated A heater then converts a liquid solution which contain nicotine, flavors and other chemicals into an aerosol which is commonly called a vapor. तो ये सब vapor में convert हो जाता है. जो vaporizer heating device होता है वो turn कर देता है liquid solution को into aerosol जो inhale किया जाता है. The act of inhaling this aerosolized solution is called vaping. और इसको जो smoke करना होता है इस act को vaping कहते हैं. Now the cartridge, it contains a liquid solution which is made up of propylene, glycol, glycerol, water, nicotine, flavorings and other chemicals. ये सब इस cartridge में होता है. Now as per the figures submitted to Parliament this year, e-cigarettes and accessories valued at about $1,91,780 were imported to India between 2016 and 19. तो इतना वैल्यू का e-cigarettes और उसके accessories इंडिया में import किए गए. Now with a smoking population estimated at over 100 million, India is a lucrative market for e-cigarette players. क्योंकि approximately जो smoking population है 100 million के, तो obviously इतना import किया जाएगा. Now this particular page is important. Now e-cigarettes, they are touted as an alternative to smoking, but they haven't found favor with the authorities. Now the center has called them a health hazard and said it will ban them, and the Delhi government has also echoed the view. Now Punjab, Haryana and UT of Chandigarh have declared it an unapproved drug under the Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1945. तो पंजाब, हरियाणा और चंडीगढ़ ने उसको अनअप्रूव किया है ड्रग्स और कॉस्मेटिक्स एक्ट के अंदर. दे आर बैंड इन कर्नाटका, केरला, मिजोरम, महाराष्ट्र, J&K, उत्तर प्रदेश एंड बिहार. एंड तमिलनाडु इज ऑल्सो म्यूलिंग ओवर इम्पोजिंग अ बैन. तमिलनाडु भी सोच रही है बैन लगाने को. नाउ दे आर नोन बाय डिफरेंट नेम जैसे ई-सिग्स, ई-हुक्कास, वेप पेन्स, वेप्स, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक निकोटीन डिलीवरी सिस्टम्स. और ये रेगुलर सिगरेट्स की तरह दिखते हैं. ये कैसे काम करता है ये हमने डिस्कस कर लिया है, पर ये चीप नहीं आते हैं. एनीवेयर बिटवीन 3,000 and rupees 30,000 in India, and refill cost is between 700 and rupees 1,000 depending on the size and the flavor. Now those who support them, they say they are less harmful than regular cigarettes and help kick the butt. but अब हम ये कि वो क्या सपोर्ट करते हैं इसके फेवर में क्या है ये हम बाद में डिस्कस करेंगे. Now ये कि जूरी ने क्या फाइंड किया है ये भी हम आगे डिस्कस करेंगे. All this we have discussed. Now what are the reasons behind the ban? So once nicotine is used in the solution of an e-cigarette, the difference between it and a conventional cigarette ends. तो उसमें बोल ही रहे हैं कि उसके कार्ट्रिज में निकोटीन होता है, तो एक बार निकोटीन आ गया तो डिफरेंस तो हट गया ना. Now next, envisioned as a tool to combat tobacco addiction, e-cigarettes and other vaping products have a major problem and increase the risk of children adopting them. क्योंकि ये होता है कूल फैक्टर लाता है, स्टाइल फैक्टर लाता है, तो इसकी वजह से चिल्ड्रन अडॉप्ट इसको इजीली कर सकते हैं. Now, although nicotine itself is not a carcinogen, it may function as a tumor promoter and can also lead to be involved in biology of a malignant disease as well as neurodegeneration. तो ट्यूमर को भी प्रमोट कर सकता है. Indian Council of Medical Research in a white paper stated the adverse effects which include DNA damage, carcinogenesis which is initiation of cancer formation, cellular, molecular and immunological toxicity, respiratory, cardiovascular and neurological disorders. ये सब हो सकता है. No, it also impacts fetal development and pregnancy. इसको भी impact कर सकता है. Now these products have neither been assessed for safety in the national population nor have been approved under the provisions of the Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1940. तो जो भी इस प्रोडक्ट है इसको असेस नहीं कर रखा है नेशनल पॉपुलेशन के बीच में और इसके प्रोविजंस भी अप्रूव नहीं है अंडर ड्रग्स एंड कॉस्मेटिक्स एक्ट 1940. Now nicotine harms parts of the brain that control attention, learning, mood and impulse control. तो ये आपके बिहेवियर को बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पैक्ट कर सकता है. Now a 2018 study found the use of e-cigarettes daily was associated with a 79% increase in heart attack risk after other variables were taken into account. So 79% heart attack risk के chances हैं. Flavours such as diacetyl, which is used in e-cigarettes, are linked to serious lung disease. Now, e-cigarettes also contain volatile organic compounds, heavy metals such as nickel, tin, and lead, जो already body के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा harmful होते हैं. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration has not approved e-cigarettes as an alternative to reduce smoking. One study found that though e-cigarettes led to higher percentage of people quitting smoking, nearly 80% of quitters are still vaping. तो यूएस एफडीए में अप्रूव ऑल्टरनेटिव की तरह नहीं अप्रूव किया गया. तो दो ये भी स्टडी है कि लोगों ने ई सिगरेट्स लिया है और स्मोकिंग छोड़ दी है, पर नंबर ऑफ पीपल हु आर वेपिंग दैट हैज इंक्रीज्ड. Now, prior to this announcement, 16 states and 1 UT has already banned e-cigarettes. This is important. Now, we have discussed what are the causes of concern regarding e-cigarettes. And e-cigarettes, they are banned in 30 countries. Remember this. They are banned in 30 countries. Now, what are the arguments against the ban? In India, no independent studies have been conducted on the use of e-cigarettes. India में कोई भी independent study नहीं हुई है. And globally, several tobacco control researchers have concluded that e-cigarettes are at least 95% less hazardous than combustible cigarettes. तो 95% less hazardous है. और स्टडीज बाय पब्लिक हेल्थ इंग्लैंड इसने शो किया है कि इससे ई सिगरेट से पैसिव स्मोकिंग का रिस्क काफ़ी कम हो जाता है. और एम्पेरिकल एविडेंस भी है दूसरी कंट्रीज में विच हैव रेगुलेटेड एंड्स हैव विटनेस अ डिक्लाइन इन स्मोकिंग रेट्स, कि लोग स्मोकिंग के रेट्स कम हुए हैं. The WHO and EU have acted in favor of a regulatory framework instead of a blanket ban. तो WHO EU कहते हैं कि पूरी तरीके से मत हटाओ, थोड़ा रेगुलेट कर दो इसको. Now, e-cigarettes promoting trade bodies, users and other stakeholders oppose the government's move to ban the alternative smoking device through the ordinance route, alleging it to be a draconian step taken in hassle to protect the conventional cigarette industry. तो जो e-cigarette promoting bodies हैं वो सब ये कह रही हैं कि गवर्नमेंट ये क्यों कर रही है ताकि वो कन्वेंशनल सिगरेट इंडस्ट्री को प्रमोट कर पाए, क्योंकि ऑलरेडी उससे काफ़ी रेवेन्यू जनरेशन होता है गवर्नमेंट का. Now, Association of Vapors India, AVI, which is an organization representing e-cigarette users, also alleged that it is a black day for the 11 crore smokers in India who have been deprived of safer options. कि उनके पास एक safe option था और गवर्नमेंट उनसे वो भी ले रही है. Now, about the tobacco menace in India, ये सब क्यों हो रहा है? Now, India bears 12% of the global burden of tobacco users, has 40% of its adults exposed to passive smoking, and also has the dubious distinction of showing the lowest quit rate among all countries, according to the survey Global Adult Tobacco Survey 2. तो तकरीबन 12% जो पॉपुलेशन इंडिया की वो टोबैको यूजर्स की है और 40% लोग पैसिव स्मोकिंग के शिकार हैं. Now, India is a signatory to the World Health Organization's Framework Convention on Tobacco Control, which calls upon countries to regulate the use of e-cigarettes or ban them all together. So, India signatory है. Now, Cigarettes and Other Tobacco Products Act, that is COTPA Act 2003, it regulates the sale, production and distribution of cigarettes and other tobacco products in India and prohibits advertisement of cigarettes. So, this is under COTPA. Now, what is the situation in other countries? So, there's an increasing use. UK study shows 70% rise in 2 years among adults. In the US, 75% rise among high schoolers between 2017 and 18. These are important statistics. What are the worldwide laws on e-cigarette? Brazil, Singapore, Seychelles and Uruguay, they have a complete ban. In US and UK, use amongst adults is legal. And EU, according to EU Tobacco Products Directive 2016, it limits e-cigarette ads reduce nicotine in liquids and flavors and does not ban vaping in public. But the buyer must be at least 18 years old. This is important. So there's a age cap है वहाँ पे. Now, what is the way forward? Now, in the view of the challenges involved in implementing tobacco control laws, rampant tobacco industry interference, a large proportion of vulnerable youth population, negligible support available for tobacco cessation, ban on ends is a plausible and cost-effective approach subject to effective implementation and monitoring. तो क्या है कि ये सब करो कि लोगों को अवेयर कराओ कि सपोर्ट मत दो कि वो यूज़ करे वेपिंग, और टोबैको सब को कंट्रोल करने में उसके लिए भी सपोर्ट दो, तो इम्प्लीमेंट करो और प्रॉपर मॉनिटरिंग से ये हो सकता है. नाउ इंडिया शुड स्टेप of moving to end tobacco use, which can be done in a phased manner, safeguarding the interest of various stakeholders. तो phased manner में करो ताकि सबके interest को ध्यान दिया जाए. Check the entry of dangerous counterfeits and deny vulnerable groups access to these products via black market. तो इन सब चीज़ों का black market भी बढ़ जाता है, तो ये भी रोकना है. The government should examine data from other countries and formulate a holistic strategy to reduce India's tobacco disease burden. तो एक ओवरऑल स्ट्रैटेजी बनानी पड़ेगी ताकि इंडिया के टोबैको डिजीज बर्डन को कम कर सके. So this was all about e-cigarettes and the bill. For other current affairs updates, you can visit our website, that is www.scorehigh.com, or you can even follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is score_high. So that's all for today. We'll be meeting again with a new topic. Thank you so much.